Hi, everyone. I just thought I would do my greeting today with a video. This chapter is probably one of my most favorites because toddlers are so misunderstood. In fact, I like to say that they are actually given a bad rap. And I mean a bad rap. You mentioned toddlers, parents who have had toddlers, childcare workers who have worked with toddlers. You know what they're going to say. Oh, all they understand is saying no, 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 no. It doesn't matter what it is, you just say no. So I just wanted to be sure you got this today in this few minutes here about toddlers, and I hope you understand more about it. There are three areas in toddlerhood that just drive adults crazy. I mentioned the first one already. It's just saying no to anything and everything. Why is that? Well, do you know it's actually a good thing because it's demonstrating an area of development that children must go through, and that is this sense of autonomy, sense of independence. If they don't develop that, then they're not going to be wanting to explore and learn and do those things that they need to do when they get older. So you need to understand that when they're saying no like this, they're asserting their autonomy. And it is a process. It doesn't happen overnight. And usually it occurs during those months. Oh, I don't know. It could be as young as 15 months on up through 2.5. So you have to understand it's a good thing. It's just in how parents and child care workers handle it that can make the difference. Another thing that toddlers are known for is biting. Oh, come on. Biting is never a good thing. We know that. And we know we have to find ways to help a child who has started biting. First, you find out why. Do you know there's many reasons why a child may bite? Various reasons. And instead of going into it in detail here, I did put an article in Blackboard for you in content. Read it. It's excellent. I've used this with parents when I was teaching toddlers, and I use it with my students in my courses. So it's really good. It's not an assignment. Just, if you're interested in it, take time to read it. Another area is this idea of it's mine, okay? To a toddler, everything is theirs. It doesn't matter if they put that ball down 5 minutes ago and they see another child get that ball. They'll go running over there and grab it out of their hands. And that is, believe it or not, developmentally appropriate. But it's how we handle it. If we keep saying back to a child, no, don't do that, don't do that, it's just reinforcing to them, to keep doing it. So you have to learn how, the best way, of course, is to redirect them to something else or have two of everything. I know in childcare that's kind of impossible sometimes, but if you have two of something, then oftentimes that child that wanted that ball back and grabbed it would have another opportunity to do something else, and they wouldn't have to do that. Another area that toddlers get a bad rap for are tantrums, throwing themselves on the floor, yelling, screaming, crying. I've seen many parents in Walmart even pick up a toddler, just take them right out of the store because they were totally out of control and they'd had a meltdown and nothing would stop it. No, nothing, not even offers of candy would stop it. So it's important that tantrums are going to happen, and it's how they're learning their sense of independence. Just think of adolescence. You can recall your adolescent times, years. What'd you want to do? You wanted to do your own thing. You wanted to, don't tell me what to do. I know what I want to do and I'm going to do it. It's exactly the same with toddlerhood, and it is a phase. They will pass through that. And in the 3, 4, 5-year-old category, you won't hear that hardly ever. So it's important to understand that they do need to go through this time. No, we don't want them to bite. No, we don't want them to grab toys. No, we don't want them to do these things. So it's up to the adult to find ways to handle these behaviors that don't just, produce more of that behavior. So just a little bit on toddlers. I love toddlers. I love teaching them. And I often say, if you're going to work with toddlers, it's a calling, because we do know that it requires extreme patience. And not all adults have a lot of patience. So I know I've worked with students who that's all they wanted to do was teach toddlers, and they're doing that now several years later. And I admire them so much because they know where they want to be and they understand about toddlers and they love working with them. And they are a great bunch of little ones. I just love toddlers. So I hope if you didn't know this before, when you're around toddlers or you have toddlers of your own, that you will take into this what this chapter talks about and how important that sense of independence and autonomy is for children this young. Okay, thanks. Have a great week.